being here, and I hope to see you later. Stay awesome and take care. Have a good one. And this whole over the top thing, I very much hate it, but people keep doing it. And I think that one of the biggest reasons why I don't like this whole over the top thing, the first and foremost, is the clear break of expectation. Because normally the comics or books or anime that have these moments are things that are drawn with a more or less realistic style. Not to say it's 100% realistic and very 100% realistic and very anatomically correct, but people have good proportions, anatomy is more or less right, and it just looks alright. It doesn't feel weird, it looks real enough for you to think, so this has more of a realistic take on characters and everything else. Instead of everyone being cartoonish with a body that is 3 heads tall and 2 heads is body and the other head is the head. It follows proportions, realistic proportions, and you think, oh okay, so this is a realistic comic or book or movie or whatever. And then suddenly the character starts doing this over the top thing where they jump and floating midair, doing this kind of pose, and that breaks your expectation. You were expecting it to be realistic, and suddenly it isn't for this brief moment when it is doing this thing, and you're like, well, there it goes. And it is even more dismaying that it happens so early. It's not like they saved this over the top moment for a really special occasion in the middle of the story when you're already invested in, and it's done in a way that makes sense to the story. It is done at the very beginning, so at the very beginning they are already breaking your expectations and throwing away this thing kind of carelessly over there. It makes the production feel like there's not a whole lot of thought behind it. And another offender of this thing is the fact that the character not only does their bodily emotions of whatever they're doing, but they also exclaim whatever it is that is going through their minds and heads and whatnot. They wake up, look at the clocks, say, oh no, I'm late. Then they jump out of bed, start shaking their arms around and flailing while suspended in midair. They keep saying, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. And by this point you're already okay, they are late. But they keep doing it. They keep saying I'm late for the next 3-4 panels. They keep saying and reiterating on this fact and this point that you already know. And even if you didn't know, you could probably infer that from the way they woke up desperate. They just woke up, look at their clocks, their eyes went wide, then they jump out of bed and start rushing around, and you can tell, okay, something is amiss. They're not reacting in a way a normal calm person would react, so something is amiss. What is it? There's a little mystery there. Is storytelling, and when you allow the reader to discover things by themselves, things, story-wise, things feel better because you feel like you're really in there, figuring things out as it goes. If the story gives you all the answers straight up, and you don't have to think at all in what's going on. Like, if he never even gives you a little breather moment for you to try and guess what is going on. The story isn't stimulating at all. It's just telling you things instead of taking you along for a journey of discovery and understanding. And those are the things I think are the biggest offenders in this in this sort of stories. Things that young writers don't get. That being subtle sometimes is much better, more effective at storytelling than being over the top and expressive and funny. But that's my 2 cents on storytelling shenanigans. And O'Neill said Daddy Doug loves your sins, and Robert Shark says, hey Doug, I'm super sick today, but you gotta go to class cause you got a presentation today. Feels good, man. Oh man. Sure thing, Robert the Shark. Thank you so very much for stopping by nonetheless, and good luck with your presentation. And when you're back home, take some time, go out there, pick a couple of little units or pieces or whatever they're called of garlic, not the entire clove, just 1 or 2 little garlic thingies, and eat them up raw. Chew it up, eat it up, and that should help with the sickness. So go and do that. And when he says so much, he tells you no all the time. You would do what no anime character has done when they're late. Stay home and say fuck it. Tiger says no heroics for Oni. But yeah, that is already way more interesting than a character jumping out of bed and saying, "Oh no, I'm late," and running off to their appointment to which they're late. Of course, true though, the way a story works is that things have to happen for it to be a story, so you can't just have a character look at the clock, say "fuck it," and stay in bed and go through the rest of their days, of their morning, where they are in bed doing nothing, just looking over at their phones and being like, blah, I'm doing nothing, whatever. Something has to happen for it to be a story. So the fact that they say "fuck it" and stay in bed should amount to something. It should cause something else to happen, some sort of consequence, but nonetheless, it should move the story forward. But still, it is already more interesting a beginning than someone jumping out of bed and saying "I'm late." Those are my 2 cents on this subject, though, at least. And also, Tiger, woof to you, and thank you so very much for resub-woofing. 2 months in a row now that you have been a delicious, awesome subwoofer of the channel. Thank you so very much for resub-woofing, Tiger. That's mighty kind of you, and I really super duper appreciate it. Thank you. And Bonzo said, "Are we acknowledging that Oni is a pleb scrub?" No. No. What? No. We're not. We are. Have you completely missed the point, Bones? We're not acknowledging that Oni is anything of those things you have said that he might or may not be. What we are acknowledging is that young writers don't know how to write stories, and they have no appreciation for subtlety at all. Have you been listening to what I have said? Why do you do this to me, Bones? Why don't you listen when I talk? Why do you go out of your way to ignore my teachings and my lessons and make my entire explanation be in vain? So, you know, amounting to something. It makes me a sad boy, Bones. You made me a sad boy. And Oni says, no, Bones, your real job is the garbage man, Bones. You used to carrying trash like you. And Bones says, ouch on your heart, and you're not a good listener. You feel shame. You should feel shame. Because I was going on about this point that I feel more storytellers, starter storytellers even, should bear in mind when writing up things, and that they don't. Because a lot of newcomers to the writing scene are, you know, people whose only true writing experience, or rather they have had none, but whose experiences lie basically solely with the things they have watched before as a kid, at the age at which they were more impressionable. And the things that connect most with kids are things that are expressive. And things that are expressive are those things that are over the top, so these are the only good references they have. Things that really made an impact with them. So when they're thinking of a scene to write, they think of the things that were most impactful. So they write those things. But those things are, you know, impactful for kids, but they're not writing for kids. They're writing for people around their age, which comprises the friends of which they are gonna be pestering for the next few days and or weeks to get to read their writings. So there you have it. They should practice more writing and read more advanced things, and have also have a slightly critical eye when reading those things, to try and gather some lessons from whatever it is that they're reading. That's how they can apply those in their own personal projects, story project. So there you have it. And speaking also of personal story projects, are you guys aware that this month is the month of November? And not only is it November, but it's November the 5th. And there's this big thing called the NaNoWriMo, which has been going on for 5 days already and will keep on going for another 25. If you're not aware and you think I'm speaking languages, whatnot, the NaNoWriMo is an event, but also a project, an annual thing that happens every November. Every November, people from around the internet gather around on the NaNoWriMo to write a novel in 30 days. What they do is they have this objective of 50,000 words, which is the word limit for this novel they want to write, and they are meant to write this whole thing in 30 days. So there you have it, 30 days to write a novel. How do you go about doing that? If you think I have 30 days to write a novel, then hell yeah, you're not gonna do it. But when you think that, okay, 30 days, 50,000 words novel, that's what, 1700 words per day. And you start to think, okay, that's slightly more reasonable. I think I can write almost 2000 words per day. And that's what the NaNoWriMo people do. They have taken upon this challenge to write almost 2000 words per day to get to the end of the month and write a 50,000 words novel. And people have been doing this NaNoWriMo thing for years now, maybe even more than a decade. And it is very interesting. You guys should take a look. If not a look, maybe even give it a try. And you know, I'm not 100% sure that the people who do write in this NaNoWriMo thing, they actually even get their books published and masterpieces come out of this NaNoWriMo, but for people who want to get into writing, it is an amazing experience to have this whole, okay, I'm doing something for a purpose now, and I'm trying to get it done. And you also get writing buddies to write with you, and have this whole event, this whole experience, and it's pretty interesting. And also, Neku, wolf morning to you, and welcome to the stream. To the end of the stream, even. You late, Scrub Nekiroy. How are you doing, by the way? Welcome, welcome. How's your afternoon going on so far? Speaking of which, how is everyone's days going so far? It is already 12:35 over here. Half hour past noon. 25 more minutes to go before the stream is over. And then go off to start getting lunch underway, amongst other things. And I wanna know, how are you guys doing? Anoni says, here's a novel entry, first draft. When I was a kid, I was in a field, and met a German Shepherd man, and he kicked me. Period. And Nekiroy says, I'm fine, just woke up, so a bit tired yet. Don't you mean a bit tired still? Get your shit together, Nekio. Speak better English. Or even type better English. How do you expect me to understand your scrubbish language?
근데 뭔가 달라. 이상해.
Internet guy is here. I'm gonna help him install. Have a good rest of your stream, Doug, and I'll see you all in Discord.
Sure thing, Gavin. Thank you so very much for the bit and for being here with us today, which is even better. I hope to see you later, and have a good one. Have a good day, and good luck with the internet things. Try not to get shocked. 나는 지금 얘 손바닥 영 알 수가 없어 걘 바닷속 같지 But in any case, this whole NaNoWriMo thing is kind of like the Inktober for artists. It is crazy, this whole Inktober thing of you have during 1 month make one drawing per day. That's like probably 1 hour per day you're spending on drawings. But with the NaNoWriMo thing is kinda the same. It's 1 hour per day you're spending to write those 2,000 words if you know where you are going. Maybe more if you don't know exactly where you're going, but point is, at the end, a lot of people have written a lot of stuff, and it's an interesting experience for everyone involved. And for a moment there, at the very beginning of the year, I was thinking, hey, maybe I should do this NaNoWriMo thing. But now that I look at how my time is nowadays, I think, oh no, I could not do that even if I wanted to. But you guys who have the time and have the wish to write things, you guys should go and give it a try. It should be good. I mean, even though the thing is already underway, maybe give it a try nonetheless. Who knows, maybe you guys will find something new. And also, Seth, welcome to the stream and thank you so very much for that delicious host. How are you doing today? If you're even there, I don't know if you are there, but if you are there, welcome. And if you're not there, thanks for the host. And Seth, you say rather hello, and then you ask, how are you? I am Doug. I'm doing good. And almost at the end of my stream, as it happens, daylight saving time thing changed my stream time entirely, so now apparently I'm streaming 2 hours earlier for the people in Northern Hemisphere. Go figure. But other than that, I am doing good. Was talking a little bit, I was illustrating this page here and talking a little bit about story things, and I told people about the NaNoWriMo. If you're a writer or a writer wannabe, maybe take a look into the NaNoWriMo event slash project slash social endeavor. I don't even know what you call it, but that's an interesting one. And other than that, I'm doing good. How about you though? How is life treating you so far? In this deliciously glorious Monday morning, or rather afternoon, that I am having. I don't know which time of this glorious Monday you're having. Perhaps the afternoon, perhaps the evening. Perhaps it's not even Monday for you anymore, who knows? But how are you?
BTW dunk. People are going nuts liking and rarely summary blog of the Theodore and Oni pictures.
Wait, what? Just a moment, Oni. What did you say? You said words, first of all, but what are those words that you have said? You said that people are going nuts liking and rarely summary blogs of the Theodore and Oni pictures. Oh, that's awesome. Good going, you. Because I just noticed, I mean, I never posted those pictures myself, so good thing that you are posting them. I also reblogged one of them. So, because why not? I hope you liked it. And also Naku says, ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. And Naku also said that you love this music.
Should I continue the series?
First of all, thanks for the bits, Sony. Second of all, I don't know. What do you want? If you want to continue the series, then heck yeah, go for it. If you don't want to continue the series, then don't. Do something else. In the end, it all comes down to what you want. So now for this guy here, I'm just gonna finish up. He was supposed to have kind of a face down going on. But I don't think this is working out very well. For many reasons. Mostly because his face is not looking down, it's looking kind of ahead. And if I turn it around now, it will turn it around wrong. It won't. There's only so much I can turn this head down without screwing up the whole angle of it. So this will have to be it. And then there goes the body, then there goes the head, the clothing and everything else. And now you're a sad looking doggo. Damn, it takes so long to draw those things. And Oni, you say yeah. And Oni also said Neku equals scrub with a K. And Bone says Oni please, Neku is your rival. Oh no. And Oni says Bones please stop being Bernays, Mountain Pupper racist. And Bone says we battle over Wallace Love. Oh, okay then. I thought you guys were rivals as in as in Neku picked up the grass starter and Bones you picked up the fire starter type Pokemon. And then you guys were rivals and whatnot. But no, you're rivals, other kinds of rivals. Not Pokemon rivals, just normal ass, bland ass rival boys fighting over a man's love or attentions or something. I don't know what I don't actually know what you guys want from out of him. If you want his love, if you want him to notice you guys, if you want him to bed you all and take away your guys' virginity, or your guys' what else could he take away from you? Or give you? Yeah. Well, we don't know what he could give you guys, but I don't know really. I don't know what you guys are into. Are you trying to scam him? Are you guys trying to are you guys going after his fortune? Because it has none. But I don't trust neither of you, so there is something amiss here. You guys are after something, and now we'll figure out what it is. And what are you guys so into it? Whatever it is.
오른쪽 끝자리에 앉아 너의 일상을 나 혼자 몰래 훔쳐보길래 I can love you, love you, love you And I need you, need you, will you be my boy? I like it, I like it, yeah I like it, I like it, I like you. Listen up.
And Bone says you're not racist. Oni said I have my husband. And Bone says whoa whoa whoa. Fire beats grass, so you're cool with that. Get wrecked, Nekio. And Rega says potato. Sure. Welcome to the string, Rega. And Oni says Wallace is okay, but your husband Theodore is your world. His music career. Thirsty Bones on Nekio. Oh, that's right. Bones and Nekio, you guys are not actually after Wallace's fortune because he has none. But you're kind of prospectors. You're not after his non-existent fortune, you're after his potential for the future when he's gonna make millions out of his music, and you guys wanna be there to say, I supported him since the very beginning. I was always there, I was always supported him. I see. And also Bones. I mean, never mind. I was gonna say something, but it was a dumb, mean thing to say. So never mind. You don't have to stand up for this kind of insults. Nonetheless. I don't very much enjoy the way this one picture here turned out, but not gonna spend too much time over it. And Bones said, we just like Wallace, and Nathan doesn't deserve him. Get out of here, Nathan. And Oni says, Bones wants to be noticed and wants to be shouted out on stage by Wallace for the world to notice their love. And Bones says, oh my gosh, yes. Oh my dog, you guys are giving me ideas. And you won't like it when I have ideas. And also, you guys are only the most vocal ones about those desires of yours, I suppose. We could call it desires. Because ever since I have posted some pages over on my channels, my things, on Furfinity, Tumblr, and what? Well, not Tumblr, but... Well, ever since I posted the Call Me Yours pages all over the place, dog damn, a lot of people have been hot for Wallace, and everyone wants a piece of that dog man. So, Nekio and Bones, you guys are only the most vocal ones, but you're not the only ones who are after him and his music career and whatnot. Gotta watch out for the competition. It is an unseen competition, but it is there. So, watch out. Or not, I mean, whatever. But whatever it is that you go and decide to do, make sure that it is not something that would break poor young Wallace's heart apart. His heart has already been broken once, and you guys shall not do it a second time. I don't know if if he can deal with it. Nonetheless, Bones says that they must be eliminated. Nathan first though. And Nekuroi says, Bones, we don't fight over Wallace, more like warm up and you try a lot. What? Despite everything, you can't let Nathan have Wallace because they're precious. And Bones says that you no longer defend Neku. What? When did you ever do that? You have never defended Neku. In fact, not only have you never defended Neku, but you kicked the shit out of his grass type starter Pokemon with your fire type starter Pokemon.
Make an idea for me and Theodore Sinful moment.
Only no, I already have made many ideas, some of which you discarded and some of which you didn't care for at all, so I will not give any more.
DJ MAX.
Plus I am good boy and listen cause there's no sound today at work.
Do it like this. Come on.
Yeah, you say that when you want things out of me only, but every other time you're kicking over the trash can and doing loot things all over the floor, so I have my eyes on you and I will not be made a fool of anymore by your dirty shenanigans and your schemes. But thanks for the bits nonetheless. I super duper appreciate it. And Bones says Wallace and Bones art in your honest opinion. Oh, Bones. I mean, sure, if you pay me. But anyway, everyone, this is it for today. Unfortunately, I had not had the time to go and work too much on this page. Besides, this new way I'm working on comics is kind of taking a little while longer to do the sketches because I'm cleaning up the sketches way too much, which makes me not make them too sketchy at all, scraggy and sketchy at all, which kind of makes things slower. So I have to take a look into this. But anyway, this is it for today. What do you know?
But I didn't do it. It was Bones and Neku that did it.
Oni, you can't throw your friends under the bus. Don't go around passing blame. If you did something, assume that you did it. Don't throw friends under the bus. That's a very, very, very bad and ugly thing to be doing. But anyway, the stream is over, everyone. Hooray! Let's a round of applause for ending up the stream. But now, there's another thing that I would like to say to you guys, and that is, once again, daylight saving shenanigans are up, and that means that the stream time has changed. So now is 1 in the afternoon, or it's nearing 1 in the afternoon. This is the time I normally ended my streams, but for you guys it might be 1 or 2 or several hours earlier than usual.
Okay, fine. I'll send for what I want on Telegram.
Thank you, Oni. And this being the end of the stream, that means that whatever time it is now, I'm normally gonna be starting up my streams 4 hours earlier than right now. So make the math. Whatever time is 4 hours before now, is the time which I would be starting my stream at, or 20 hours from now. So yeah, stream time has changed because of daylight saving things, and good luck with figuring that one out and fitting it up in your guys' schedules if you want to keep up showing up and watching my streams. If you would go and do that, I would be extremely thankful to every single one of you guys for taking the extra work to keep up with these streams. If not, I will understand. And not only will I understand, but hopefully within 5 or 6 months, when the daylight saving shenanigan goes away, we are gonna go back to our old time, and then things are gonna look up. Who knows? Who knows indeed. And Necuroy say, Bones and Necu. Cursed. What? What? And Stu, you're back as the stream ends. Yes, you are. Welcome back. And Stu, you said, well, thanks again. Bye bye. Thank you for being here. Bones says, Necu, why though? You have two. Bones and Necu ship. Oh boy, confirmed. And Stu, you say 11 AM for the UK. I'm not sure. It might be. I don't know. Look up 9 AM BRT on Google and see what results that turns in up for you guys. So do that Google search 9 AM BRT. Or rather, BRST. No, never mind. BRT. BRT, that should... No, that will give you guys the wrong time. Oh, fuck it. I don't know. Well, never mind. I thought something was gonna happen, but it wasn't. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
Oh my god, and not even before I had my coffee. Douglas Kim with a raid. Oh my god.